Well, I'm very sorry for that. Are we back? Yeah, the stream stopped. The stream died. It's my mistake. Sorry. So, I still haven't run out of juice creatively, but looks like my one brain cell for the stream became half cell. Is it online? Okay, we're back. The stressed white, I know, right? I just, oh my god. Good thing you pointed out. The thing is, it's me to blame because what happened is this is my tablet. I have this thing attached to it. There's my Steam Deck with 5 by 3, 15 buttons. And then I have my keyboard here attached to a floor tablet holder, but I have my keyboard on it. So I wanted to press escape to get out of something that I was selecting here. And the escape button is right here, right? On the keyboard. By the edge, upper right edge. On my Steam Deck, on the upper button, there is the go live button, which if I click it, I go live. If I click it again, it disconnects. So I didn't push the escape button, I pushed the go live button. And this is what happened. So I'm to blame because I have half a brain cell now. I'd say it's sleek and really just mouse shaped with a sort of indent for your thumb. I'll have to look into that. I'm very intrigued by it. No, I wasn't done with you. It's just half a brain cell again. Hello from you too. I pre-ordered your class through. Thank you. Welcome, Hamu. Just Hamu's Shoujo Mangaka Corner. Shoujo. Nice to see a Shoujo fan here. Welcome and thank you. I hope you get what you want and enjoy the course. I really appreciate it. Now these are fun panels, so let's just increase. Hey, Aishu. It's the same stream. I just accidentally disconnected and reconnected, but I'm glad we kind of spawned you. You all are going podcast mode for me so I can get more work done. Yeah, give us a topic. We go podcast. Also very excited for your course. Thank you. I hope you get what you want from it again, too, I mean. And thank you so much for this support. I really, really appreciate it. I've put everything into it. I'm very confident, but as usual, the closer it gets for release, the more a little bit of anxiousness here and there. Water polo? No. Marco Polo? Maybe. I'm looking forward to the material when it comes out. My username looks embarrassingly No, it's actually very attractive, I feel. I don't know, it made me read it all. I feel like the way you formatted the text is very appealing. To me, at least. These pages are the short manga scene I worked on throughout the course. I did all the explaining and recording that is done for it. All is left now is to finish toning it. So I'm finishing toning. I'm trying to finish toning it. These are based off a story that is on the website. If you want to check it out, its title is Dark Guilt. And I worked on the whole thing, turning it from text to storyboards to sketching, lining, text, frames, toning, backgrounds, and all. Marco Polo, I don't know. I don't know what water polo is. Okay, let's turn off the panels that I'm done with so I can see things better. Now I need to get these sillies here. Okay, turn it off. Now these sillies. Okay. I've been making plans on making videos documenting my process, so I want it to be obvious about what I want my channel to be about. It's pretty exciting that manga creation is getting some traction. Yeah, definitely. The penning has been my biggest struggle, but all your pages layout adds so much more symbolic depth. Uh, thank you so much. I really hope it helps. I was checking some footage today of the behind the scenes and all the extra videos that you get with the course, and I feel hopeful. I tried to break down my process and what happens in my brain as I work the best way I can. So, okay, what's this? Okay, turn this off and Thanks a lot for staying this long, Psycho. Have a good time. It was really fun. Oh, great to hear that, Silly. It's always a reward to finish. Um, to be done with the dishes. Okay, we're done with this page, I guess. Right? Yes. (2021). I I thought you started way earlier than that, Hiro. I feel like I've been seeing your name for longer. Oh, but then again, 2021 is 4 years ago, so. Hmm. I never thought of it as a bad task. I enjoy washing the dishes when no one is around. I space out a lot. It's very therapeutic sometimes. But lately it's been always with people being around and I hate that. So I know, right, Kuro? That's exactly what I felt. Like 2021? No, I can swear it's been longer than that. Like, oh, that's 4 years ago. 4 years is a lot of time. Should be. Again, I'll just turn these off so I can feel accomplished by finishing so much and having so little left. It's all about the mind tricks. Okay, turn off. Now I guess I'll take this. No. Let's try cover the folder. No. Cut on the border and place here. Okay, and then this. I feel most productive when no one is around. Yeah, same. I can relate. White here is like Kid White. Yeah, he's a teenager. He's more his kid self. Even as a teenager, he was still less passive and Mr. Perfect than he is now as an adult. It was Diane before? I do remember Diane. I'm glad that you're still hanging around. I started in two stages. The first was in 2017 when I reached chapter 30, then stopped because the language was difficult. Then I returned in 2018 or 2019 when volume 7 was being published publicly. Lucky me. Thank you for sticking around. If memory serves me right with the numbers, years. I found Grey is in 2016. Thank you, Hyro. 2016. Around... Volume 16. Volume 16? Volume 6. My god, imagine. Just imagine, volume 16. Gildar would be so in. You were working on volume 7 in Tumblr. Ah, was I? You know, I always just like kind of generally guess the number because when I started, I released volume 1 in 2011, volume 2 in 12, 3 in 13, 4 in 14, 5 in 15, 6 in 16. 7 was meant to be in 17, but that's when all things started to go really bad. With paper and printing, it just went all over the place and I dropped the ball on it, on this whole numbering system. Okay, so this off and this off. Well, look at that, we're done. We love to be done. Let's turn them all on again. And text, I'll arrange the text later. Volume 8 was being published when I was reading the story first. It was after the break you took after book 7. Yeah. Book 7 when my life started going. I remember it was September of 2017 when things started going downhill for me. And life in general, like relationships and family and... Okay, let's turn off the text. I love this panel of white. I felt like I have to say it. Hey, welcome back, Blue. You made it for Screentoning. I'm done with that spread. I still have 4 pages to go. Actually, not 4 pages. I have this spread, 2 pages, and I have to work on 2 backgrounds here. This is whole toned. Look at him. Mr. White. Mr. White. I have to fix these backgrounds a little bit and work on this and these backgrounds. And then I'll be done. It's either I'll be done or it will be done with me and I'll just have no creative juice and have to end this stream and go sleep. We're kind of done. There's a lot to finish. We're kind of done. Let's see now. We need. I almost. I feel like I already screen toned this. Is there some page turned off or something? I really feel like I screen toned this. Oh, I answered that. I hope. I think you didn't get it, Tam. These are a short story that is on the website called Dark Guilt, adapted into this one short manga scene that I created from step 0 to final polished pages throughout the course. But I didn't finish all the toning because it will be too long to do the whole lesson, toning the whole thing. So I'm doing this behind the scenes so I can put it in the perks or exclusive content for the students. I remember that I discovered Grey is when I was searching for fan arts randomly, 2014-15, and tried to read some pages, but I couldn't because my language wasn't good. So I just gave up and forgot about it. When I discovered it again in 2019, and here I am. Again, lucky to have you again coming back to it. Tickle White? His emotions, you mean? Definitely. I'd be 15, 16. Have I found Grey is in 2010. This is one of the wildest things. People finding the story when they're 13 or something. And then like finishing school, finishing college. Some of them get married. Like I know someone who used to order in one place of the world and then they placed an order for a book from a whole different place, and then I learned that they got married and moved to another country, and it's very, very surreal to think about it like that way. Especially back when like right now I just print out the shipping labels, but back then I used to write them by hand, so I would know everyone's names and like where they live in terms of country. I wouldn't be able to tell like the addresses. Back then, a lot of people with the last name Walker. I remember till 2017, a lot of people from Walker, all over the world, like not certain country. And like a lot of Walkers read Grey is. It was fun to notice these things. When I got the award a few days ago, I kind of got very emotional and I made kind of prolonged my way back while driving. And I passed by the post office where I used to drop off all these packages. I generally still can't believe that I won Grey is won the international. It's not me. I genuinely am happy for Grey is having it. What is he saying here? Because we kind of need... The room is just as dark and lonely. Why are you hiding here? Okay, so I guess we need to add some gradient of darkness over black, since he's hiding all that, Mr. Guilty. Ugh. These two boys sometimes drive me crazy with their selflessness. I'm finishing my second degree right now. Feels unreal. Oh, that's impressive. But yeah, it is unreal. Especially, you know, one of the heartwarming things is people who started reading Grey Is when they're 13 and didn't get it and left it, or maybe continued but didn't really vibe with it, then return to it when they're older and they're like, now I get it. And I feel like, yeah, I'm glad that I kind of knew who the target audience is, because I always just put 16 plus. Older teens, I feel like, are the ones that would vibe, even though it really it's not about a certain age. I feel like there's a level of maturity. If you're 13 and have that level of maturity, you're gonna read it just fine. Oh, the medical field, that's impressive. You must be hardworking to consider that. I wasn't allowed to use the net and have social media until I finished high school. Then I found Grey Is like a year after, so... Ah, timing. What did I say I want to do? I wanted to add a gradient here. Maybe like this. Maybe circular, actually. And flipped. Oh, thank you, Anne. I mean, it's all angst and darkness, but I kind of really want to explore Black when he was around Yildar more. It's very much needed. How he interacted and navigated and coped with all that. I feel like I figured out what I want in life as a late adult. I truly wanted to make manga as a career, but it never hurts to have a 100%. 100%. Honestly, I feel like I don't know about school systems right now, but um, older school systems didn't really prepare the students to know what they want in life, honestly. And this is one of the reasons like I'm happy about this course is I kind of had just to lock in and understand how I do things and understand how to explain them and be a good instructor, art instructor in a way for what I do. And this is my backup plan right now, especially in like real world. Like I am gonna start considering finding places to give workshops about what I do now that I understand it better and know how to explain it. Because COVID kind of taught us that, yeah, we can't rely on the internet. I mean, COVID is what taught us that rely on the internet. But I mean, something like COVID could happen where there is no internet and you need a backup plan outside of online, in my case, online shop and monetization platforms like Patreon and Ko-fi. It's true, I didn't read it right away, but I still followed you and the manga. Looking back at it, I found it in the best time to make my life eat. Oh, happy to hear that. And I'm very blessed to have such a supportive and passionate and understanding reader because you ask a lot of things and I reply honestly, and you always take my word seriously. So thank you. I guess no. Also, this is probably more of White checking Black's face than him petting his hair. Petting his head? Patting his head? We're 5 years, 5 years, 5 hours in. How long? 4 years again. Maybe 4 hours and a half of stream. So expect a very drop in language quality. Hey Alpha, gonna lurk while I play Death Stranding too. Hope you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well yourself and enjoy your gaming. I wish I can get into Death Stranding. It does feel like a chill game that I could play, but the realistic characters just turns me off. Not my vibe. Do enjoy it. Whatever the reason, that's all because he's looking after. Yeah. Hey Andy, welcome back. They are. This helps a lot to see what you're toning. Clip Studio Paint knows exactly what an artist needs and just implements it. There's a lot of parts of it where it's not really, it's poorly optimized in a way, but generally speaking, I always feel with every update or every new feature, it kind of feels like there's actually a artists testing these things and expressing what they need. I've been cleaning the house since I left. I got my break at last. Welcome back. Also, the new stream, the mistake I did to end the stream and disconnect the stream and reconnect kind of gave a new notification, which is good. I guess nobody would expect me to be still streaming. To still be streaming. It's like a game of I'll throw out words and you just arrange them in the correct order. Now it's second nature for me to be a teacher. Yeah, I'm glad I made that mistake now. I was watching a drama and I stopped when I got the notification. I thought you already finished it. I should restart the stream next time. How do you get toning down? I've always had trouble using them. Yeah. You mentioned that you're gonna check the course, right? Because I'll definitely talk about that at length and give all the tips that you need and all the types of tones and how to pick the frequency and density and all that. It's not me not answering because I'll go by the course, but it's more because it's a big topic that I can't really explain in one liner or something. Let's see. Now we need this to be darker first. I made the mistake. I made the mistake of disconnecting by accident and restarting the stream. Explaining things for lots of people is pretty much a skill. Yeah, one that I didn't have, and I genuinely I took forever to start recording because I was I want to do a good job. If you ask me for something, I'm gonna try my best to do a good job. I would hate it more than anything to just ask people to buy something that I'm just doing half-heartedly. But I was also very surprised with the amount because I always thought that there's nothing I could teach, there's nothing I can add, but it was kind of surprising that hey, there's a lot of things that I can actually say about this, and it kind of made me fall in love with manga, with creating in general and manga in specific. This course. You should try streaming. It's very fun. I started streaming very early, like even before I started manga. In 2010, I started streaming, and it's been nothing but rewarding. Now, midway through, it kind of got really stressful. It got kind of stressful and really depressing, and I hated myself every time I ended the stream. I just ended the stream and banged my head on the desk. But right now, it's been really good this year. Thank you to everyone here. Such a blast. We're having a great time. Hey, Oslin. You are able to catch a stream. Welcome. It's been a while. I hope you've been doing well. I just read the update and was about to go to the discussion channels. Welcome here then. How is the update? Are we happy? This is good enough. Let me turn this off. Okay, we're done with this page. Let's see. Yes, Choco Bros is Oslin. Hey, that makes me happy to read, silly. That these streams keep you on track. They've become such an essential part of my life. Everyone in my life knows that Saturdays is just a no-no. I have a big thing on Saturday. When no one's got my back, I know great streams. I'm glad to hear that. You all got my back as well. We're all here for one another. Chaos, chaos. So regarding what I was saying on the last page of today's update, at first I thought he meant protecting himself from himself, from starting to fix himself. Then when Dee read the sentence out loud, I thought he was protecting Black from himself, but in a way that made the do better phrase easier for Black by opening up to him and depending on him more and all that. I'd love to hear how everyone read that sentence. It's very interesting that it's being read in different ways. Hey, hey, damn. Now I understand why you asked, where is the... I was like, is it frozen? But people are interacting with what I'm drawing. What's happening? Ah, now I get why you said that Black is about to tickle White. Now I get it. All everything makes sense now. Oh, wait, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot. Where's... I forgot the pattern. The grain pattern. Let's move it. Oh, wait. No, don't move it here. Let's just cut this and add it. Okay, I feel like I need to add some different tones here. Yes. Maybe here. Enough, that's enough. Variety. Voice? What voice? Just hallucination? Maybe gray is the hallucination we've made. Would be fun if we're all just fiction. Listen, the Rita virus is very strong, I feel. That thing she said about white being imagining them all. Yeah. Hey Lars, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Now I'm kind of sleepy in a way, a little bit, because it's, yeah, I sleep at 9, so it's now 10:20. But more than that, a very strange case where I'm hungry. Very strange case. I need to turn something off. Where is... Shh. This? No. This? No. This is what I need. Okay. How much years of practice I need to draw like that? Chat, when did my style kind of settled? Maybe volume 7 onwards? Hungry. I would say 7 years is a good. 7 years, maybe. If you take it seriously and do it with passion, 7 years. My sleeper agent activation first. Hey, sleepy. Well, passion can come and go if you have strong will, maybe. I felt like it was Volume 6. Volume 6 is the same style artistically, but the lining is so bad, man. The lining of Volume 6 is so bad. I hate it. Best of luck with that, Lars. I need to make sure. I wanted to ask you, don't you think we need Inad emojis in this? Yeah, we do. We're waiting for him to join. I'm gonna add Inad and Noir for you, and sometimes the fun and passion comes from the process of drawing. Yeah, 100%. I agree. No, don't deselect, come on. When it comes to developing your an art skill, it matters how many hours you put into it, but it also depends on how you learn new skills. For me, it took me around 12-ish years to make a decent artwork. Yeah, it really depends on how you read things as well. Like someone could put in seven, let's say, no, someone could put a whole hour every day for 2 years drawing from pictures and doing art studies and learning anatomy, but still won't develop or get better because they're kind of not really trying to understand what they're putting or breaking it down or reading the lines and the stuff that they're drawing. So I'm just like, give or take, I just threw out that 7 years is how it took me to develop a certain style that is developing still, but kind of not changing drastically. But yeah, it really depends on how you put the time, and it differs from one person to another too. Daniel images, we have three, right? What should we add? We need a smoking one. Irina too. A lot of people had problem with anatomy, but this didn't stop them from making money. It really depends on the goal, and like if your goal is money, not you per se, but like if someone's goal is money, they can just find what really sells at any given time and follow that. I'm trying to learn anatomy, but I really don't have much time. Just sketch for 30 minutes without getting into anatomy and muscles and all that. Wait, I need to make him darker. I always love it when I start learning a different art medium. I just explore what the tools can do without looking into any tutorials at first. Have fun exploring, and usually that's how one. Yeah, yeah, I love that. I love that approach. And you're so good with it too, Kuro. Smoking one would be perfect. I'm gonna put it up there. A sofa emoji, animal emojis. We need the Sasha one, but there are some objects that we need actually. And I feel there are some emojis that are not like some objects that I sometimes need and I can't even find in the default emojis. I follow a YouTuber that specializes in anime art, and it took him 3 years to be able to draw professional level artwork, but only because he was consistent in putting his time. Yeah, yeah. Again, if you like, it really depends. For me, it always goes back to goal and what you want. For me, I just want to draw things my way without rushing, without obsessing about it, without losing the passion. And I just want to draw what I love. So it, and I'm not really interested in learning and reading, watching tutorials or reading art books, even the famous ones. So I made my mistakes and I had to edit a lot of things after the fact. But in the end, my goal is to have fun, seriously, because in the end, I am putting serious work into writing and drawing. So it really depends. Some people want to get really good really fast, so the time factor is what they focus on. Others want the style. It really depends on everyone's individual goal and their lifestyle or what their life allows or how much their life allows to put in the time. Every time White does something Daniel would disapprove of, I can see. We're getting back there. We're getting back there. You're still wondering about that panel of him smoking, huh? Doesn't draw legs, but one of the top tier artists at DC. I can see that. I sometimes see people who are top tier, very well known, and it really depends on how or what they draw. If they just draw busts and waist up, maybe they don't need to draw legs. And when they do draw legs, you can see that they're not that good as. I remember there was back in the day in DeviantArt, there was a lot of challenges and memes and questions. They weren't even called memes back in the day. People would ask questions, and I was very interested always in people telling me what my weaknesses are. So I'd love to hear it if you have anything. Tell me, like I remember someone mentioned shoes or yeah, shoes, I guess. So if you notice anything that you feel is a weakness, I'd love to hear it. We need a do better and it's weird sticker. It's weird and do better. These are gonna be text alone kind of like yes. I always want a yes meme, meme sticker emoji. The greatest sticker sheets. I still haven't used them. I need another set to actually stick them somewhere. I can see that a lot of people, two of my friends, always want two copies because one to use and one to keep. Okay, we're done with these and this. Okay. Am I wrong remembering you mentioned Daniel appears again in one of the upcoming chapters, or I might... No. This session that we started with in chapter 77 is broken into 3 parts. We still have 1 to go in this chapter and 1 for the next chapter. So you remember correctly. I missed out on the golden years of DeviantArt. It's so much easier making friends as... Yeah. And it was just like the community there. And you kind of have... In a certain period, you would know that the most popular are actually the good artists. Not, there were no tricks there. I remember my first contact with DeviantArt is what... So here's the thing. The other day I got a message, a very strange message from someone online. Someone in the region, could be in my country, could be just like a neighboring country, sending me that they've always wanted to be a manga artist and they always thought that it's something that nobody in this region can do, and they gave up on it. They thought that it's something that only Westerns or like Japanese people can do. And then they come across my profile and I kind of made them shocked that someone from Jordan can do this. And they spent 2 hours, literally 2 hours is what they said. They spent literally 2 hours crying when they saw my work and realized that they are a failure and can never do anything. It was a very depressing message that had no opening to reply to. Like, I didn't even know, like, why did you send me this? Anyway, but it kind of reminded me of how the first time I was like the big shot artist in my life up until 2000. I want to say 5, maybe 2005. Up until 2005, I was like the artist in school, at home, everywhere. D is the artist, and I was the best and all that. And someday I will just make a stream to revisit my old art and show you what my skill was at 2005. It was nothing. And I remember I looked into digital art and I came across DeviantArt. I had a friend called Janine that I was talking to on MSN, and she told me about DeviantArt, and I opened the homepage and so all the art there, all the digital art and all the artists there, and I got depressed like that message that I received. But for that night alone, and that's always been my case, like I would depress if I realized that oh, I thought I'm good. It was like 3 times in my life that I felt that, maybe. And I felt depressed that night. I went to bed, and in the morning I was like ignited that I want to be that good. So I guess that's the beauty of DeviantArt back in the day. You would see all the top tier artists and have someone to look up to, or a level that you want to be at. Okay, I've been rambling for a minute. Thank you. I'll just for listening. I'll just catch up with chat now. Do DeviantArt was an yeah, it was. You're gonna be fed very well, Blue. Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. There's a command about grays. Wait, let me just about gray is. Here you go, Lars. White still needs to drive to clear his head after that. Yes. After the session, after his talk with Larissa, and after his time at Black's house. So imagine the many things that are happening in his head. I'd feel awful getting such a message. I kind of laughed. I felt bad, but at the same time, I talked. I talked it out on Twitter with someone because this like 2 hours after I got this message, and that left me. I was left confused more than anything, honestly. Like, what do you expect me to answer? I wanted to do something good and reply, but I couldn't find the words. But 2 hours after, someone I follow on Twitter said that, do you understand how it feels, how self centered you sound when you send that, and how, like, also kind of degrading an artist's effort to send to someone that, oh, you're better than me, so I'm giving up or something. And it was very wild, that the timing of it, like after 2 hours, literally. So we talked it out, and maybe I don't feel that it's narcissistic or self-centered to feel that way. But yeah, it could be a little bit degrading of someone's effort to say that, as if like I'm just better than you out of nowhere. But yeah, it was a very strange thing. I get a lot of strange messages, but I don't really like to share or talk about them that much. But this was relevant because I was telling the story about how I felt bad at one time in DeviantArt. Feels like the person actually really want to do art too. To me, it felt like if you don't have the passion to fight for it and get better, maybe your passion lies towards something else. Maybe you're not meant to be an artist. As harsh as that sounds. Sounds like the person needs therapy and used you as an outlet. Who knows? Hey, Ray. What a lovely voice. Thank you. Thank you. I'd feel seeing someone making it would be hopeful. That's potential you could reach. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe I missed the era of DeviantArt. It was a very good one. Oh, silly, thank you. No worries, Ray. Welcome, welcome, and thanks for joining. I hope you enjoy the stream and my work. YouTube live chat is weird, honestly. I don't like many things in Twitch, but the chat experience and the discoverability is way better than YouTube. But a lot of artists are going to YouTube, especially Pixiv had this platform where you can stream live as you work, and it got shut down recently. So a lot of Japanese artists moved to YouTube. I aspired to become a doujinshi artist, not the adult kind, but I got overwhelmed by all the great artists out there that I thought of quitting at one point. Yeah, it could happen. Kind of like, what do you even respond to? Yeah, it's like someone once sent me a funny message like, did you learn to draw in Japanese or in English? And I kind of, there is a GIF that explained how I felt, and it includes a lot of question marks. And I'm always left confused because when you ask a question, don't you consider the answer at all? Like to me, honestly, when I want an answer from someone, like if there's something I don't know the answer for, I first, before forming the question, I feel like what answer am I expecting by this question? Hey, Anarika, welcome. You caught up with the chapters. How are you liking it? I expect a lot of comments if you are on Discord or anywhere. There's a lot of White and Daniel. I had my ups and downs with DeviantArt, but sadly never kept any of the friends. That's a sad part. A lot of people drifted apart after DeviantArt died. I agree. I had someone say that demoralized, they got demoralized once, and all I could think to say is if you're really passionate about it, you'll find a way to make it work no matter what. Anyway, maybe you're looking in the wrong direction. I always thought that I'm gonna be an animator until I tried manga, which I hate, and now it's my career and life, so. No, technically wise, not weird. Uh, not as in sus, more like technically. I only didn't know how to draw in Spanish. Which part of Daniel and why did you cry at? There are many parts since you stopped, or at the point where you stopped. Guess? Is it in chapter 77? Oh, so she did it with you and before? How did you react to Daniel suggesting another therapist? That's the important part. Okay, we're done with these. Now let's finish this. You cried rivers? Oh my god. You cried rivers, huh? I didn't really expect this coming from him. That's why I cried. If you're still on Discord, you should just join the check the channel chapter 77 and see there was a lot of good talk, good discussion around that point. It was so good that week, my god. No, wait. Discord is a golden time capsule, 100%. Thanks to all of you. Wait. I don't know if anybody linked it. Here's the Discord. Speaking of Virat, who misses the time where anime wasn't afraid to be quirky? I feel like anime these days tried so hard to be marketable and easily digestible. There's definitely a change, but I don't consume that much these days to be able to have that analysis. But I talked about it a little bit on Discord. I feel like Sakamoto Days, for example, is very reminiscent of older shonen shows, manga in general. I'm reading the manga now, watching the anime, and I see a lot of modern audiences or like younger watchers, readers, being critical of a lot of things that were very normal 20 years ago in manga. I mean, I don't know. Should I cry about White hearing this and seeing how it is affecting Danny or Danny himself? Ah, this is very hard. And the sun isn't fully revealed yet. My god, I can't wait. Yes, please do, Alpha. It's very rich. The Discord has some of the best discussions. That sucks, Ray. Why would they hate you for it? Is it just like the stigmatized image of anime? Thanks a lot for staying for so long, Hyro. I really appreciate it. I think I won't be for long. I'm kind of shoot. I'm kind of the problem is with me the work gets too slow when I start getting tired. I'm not sleepy, but I just if I open this, I keep looking like, what do I need again? When I get to this stage, I just like, no, just give up. Is that a hydrate from Blue? I missed a lot of hydrates. Thanks, Blue, silly. They are still experimental, but they won't be the ones everyone talks about. Hmm. In one setting, of course, if you start. Oh, wait, you were stopping at 73. How did you think? What did you think of the dates chapter? I read like this each time, then reread slowly and see the score to understand. Great, great. I can't wait then. Yeah, manga is really. 。 seen in a better light these days. Love the blind date. I still remember you said in an old video on YouTube that it's better to go to sleep thinking about what you want to do so that you can do it in the morning all fresh rather. Yeah, 100%. The problem is here. I don't want to do this. Not tonight, not tomorrow. I hate toning. It gets better because I understand it better, but still, toning a lot of pages at once is very daunting. But yeah, I definitely do that. I always leave the desk when I'm most feeling something. I watch a ton of inspirational videos on YouTube, but honestly, yours hit. Really? Oh my God. Even if they were old and not that long. Yeah, thank you. That's very encouraging. I would love to get back to YouTube. This year was my year for YouTube initially, but then January came and I made the plan and all the videos I want to make, and then we heard the news about the award, and my life kind of the whole year changed for me. On Webtoon, there is a cut panel needs fixing. Oh, really? Please do let me know which one. Is it in today's update too? I'd hate myself. I started reading that manga, Kuro, but I didn't really stick to it. I got busy, not that I didn't like it. Too harsh. I need to take them. Chapter 78 has this scene that is fun, and I was really enjoying working on it. And then we had to go out, and I was so excited that my mother suggested we go out while I was working on it, and she didn't understand how happy I was that she like cut me in that moment so I can run back from the outing and continue it. This, yes. There was a thud too, right? Where's the thud? There it is. Another hideous painting. Wait, let me check. Oh, there is a cut actually. Oh no, no. This is upsetting. It's always in this good important scenes. Why did it cut? 2019, 22, so 21 isn't here. Wait. Why? 21? I didn't compress it. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Anarika. Let's move this to here. Ugh. And I added all this space for like the reveal and stuff. Dude. Hideous. The webtoon had cut it off. Thanks a lot for being here, Aishu. I really appreciate it. Have a good night yourself. Okay, it's almost 11 and I've been here since 5:30. I guess almost 6 hours is enough. Maybe. That webtoon icon for Grey is so iconic. The display picture, the tiny thumb, not thumb, the profile picture. Thank you. Yeah, I love confirmations like this because I always feel like I suck at picking pictures for the series. Yeah. Thank you. Happy to be here, Sleepy. A lot of overthinking from the boys and me while reading. I can't wait for you to go slowly at it and let us know what you think. 6 hours, yes. I'm feeling well. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. I'm going to hop off for work. I'm so glad. Thanks a lot for coming, Hamu. Have a great rest of your day. There was one day when I streamed for 14 hours. I still hope that I will be able to do it again one day. I'll be free to just sketch and doodle for 14 hours like I did back in 2010. And thank you so much, Blue. Always happy to see you here with all your one-liners and great predictions. Thank you, Oslin. 14 hours, yes. I am with the boys in the same life situation, so it hurts my mind for the boys just to lay it out for me again. I hope you both, all three of you, I mean, get to a better place. Thank you everyone for being here. See you soon. If not through during the week, then next Saturday with another update. Have a good one and see you on the Discord. Good night.